I cherish the memories of my school. I will share one story of my life. Actually, I passed out from Assam, Jolhar. I don't think you heard the name of this country. It is a far away place from here. But my father was in a transferable job. After passing out from Assam, Jolhar, I got transferred to another state. My father got transferred to another state. Then I go on studying, became engineer, got NTPC. I was busy in my life. But in my dream, I was always visiting my school, and pass through. Once I went to Guwahati for some official work. In my busy schedule, I took out some time to go to Johar to see my school, old school, which is around 8 hours journey from Guwahati. I went there, visited that school. I just cherish the old memories there and came back. I think you will also, when you will become a older, come to my age, you will also share the dream of this, share the memory. You will also cherish the memories of the days you are passing now. When I joined here, Ravaya, the first thing I heard, the name of this school. The name of the school, which is St. Joseph School, which is a very good school, many IAS, many civil services students. One example is Tanya Gupta is sitting with you, who is sitting with you. You will get motivated from her, and I am sure many students here present will become our future civil services officers, IAS officers, IPS officers, engineers, doctors, and I am sure, and I think all the students will fulfill the dream of mine, the dream of principal, the dream of their parents. I congratulate Ms. Tanya Gupta for achieving this feat. I will give kudos to the school for making her to achieve this feat. I congratulate her parent present here. She has sacrificed a lot, otherwise Ms. Tanya Gupta cannot come here. And I hope that you will also do the same thing in your future life. With this, with all the best wishes to Ms. Tanya Gupta, all the best wishes to all the students of here, all the best students of our principal and the school staffs. And I conclude my speech. Thank you very much.
A very good morning to everyone present here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sister, for the kind words and the kind introduction. Respected Principal Jesse, esteemed guests, honorable teachers, and all my juniors. Thank you for inviting me to and giving me a platform to share my journey about the UPSC Civil Services examination. I would like to dedicate my success to my mother, my brother, my aunt, Dr. Lakshmi Purwan, all my teachers, my school, and Almighty God to who made me capable to achieve such great heights. Apart from what has been already said, I would like to give a brief introduction. I have done my schooling in St. Joseph's School from KG2 to class 12. And fortunately, I passed with flying colors. After that, I did my graduation in Mansras College of Delhi University. And after that, I started my preparation for civil services. I have given 5 attempts in which I have failed in 3 prelims, in 1 mains, in multiple examinations, and then I achieved the success in the CSC 2024 examination with 720 rank. My school has been a foundational block in my overall career, and it has given me various opportunities, not just in academics but also extracurricular activities. I was the vice captain of my school in class 11 and was an active participant in speeches, essays, declamation, and other activities and competitions which took place. The role of my teachers here has been beyond academics. I remember when I was first elected as the vice captain. I gave my first speech. Aloysius sir told me that you have to keep the mic closer and speak with confidence. So, sir, I'm hoping that I'm able to follow your advice today. I remember one more incident when, in my 10th class, after I gave an exam by pulling an all-nighter due to a lot of stress, I scored a little below my expected marks range. And Francis, our physics teacher, called me and asked what was the reason for that. And I said, sir, I have woke up all night and I studied. And he said, never again do that because your memory fogs when you do not sleep. So, since then, I have never given an examination without a few hours of sleep, and that has worked pretty well for me. And apart from that, all the teachers, be it Seema ma'am, Sylvie ma'am, our physics teacher, Anju ma'am, Thomas sir, yes. And all the teachers I'm not able to name right now have played a very important role in my what I am today and my overall personality. So thank you teachers for your dedication towards your profession and the impact that you create on your students. Coming to my UPSC journey, I did my graduation in 2019 from DU, and then I started preparing for civil services right after that. In the beginning, I had a lot of support from everyone who knew me due to my academic record, and also a lot of confidence that I will clear in the first attempt itself. So I completed my syllabus, did my test papers, and I went to give the examination. But in my first attempt, I did not even reach near the cutoff. So, for a little context, there are 9 lakh people who filled the form for this examination, 6 lakh people who appeared in the prelims, and just 14,000 who give the mains examination. So, for subsequently 3 years, I was in the 5,86 people who were not even clearing the initial preliminary stage of the examination. So after my third failure in the prelims, the support I had from everyone vanished, and my mother and brother, who are the constant pillars of me, were also worried that I had chosen a field which is quite tough, and they were worried subsequent failure. But still, they kept supporting me. So thank you for believing in me. So my confidence also plummeted down, and I started giving other examinations. I reached in interview level in other examinations too, but I was not able to see my name in the final list. In my fourth attempt, I was fortunately I was able to break the prelims barrier and started my preparation for the mains. That is the second stage. So during that time, I developed severe back and neck pain due to long sitting hours, and it was difficult for me to continue studying. Despite the setbacks, I gave my best and I wrote the examination to the best of my abilities. Yet, when the result came and I searched my name in the PDF, I saw no matches found. So it was quite heartbreaking. I remember at 4 p.m. the result came. I started crying, and at 4:25 I decided that this is not how I want to be. So I have a deep fear of needles, and I was postponing a regular blood test for a very long time. So I got up at 4:25, went to get that blood test alone, and I felt very strong from inside that whatever happens from here, I can depend on myself. So the next year, I again prepared and I cleared the prelims. And this time I made a personalized strategy for myself because I was still struggling with back and neck pain. So I used to write a full test in every 3 days of 3 hours, and then I started to do brainstorming about questions. Like in a 1 minute timer, I would think about introduction, body, and conclusion of an entire answer, and then move on to the next question. So this is how I did mental preparation. And for a little context of the mains examination, in the mains, it is a writing marathon. In that, we have to write 9 papers. Almost each paper is of 50 pages, and it has to be completed in 3 hours. So, on an average, we have to write one page in 3 minutes, and we have to do speed writing along with thinking at the same time. So because of my strategy, I was able to clear the mains examination. And when I got the interview board, I was very thrilled that the anonymity in which I had been living for a very long time has ended. And I have been called in person as a recognition of the efforts which I had been making in darkness. So, in my interview, in the detailed application form, I had written that as a vice captain, I used to organize cultural events in school. So, I prepared extensively on the cultural event part. That what cultural events I used to organize and what is the role of culture in society, etc. But they asked me an unexpected question that as a vice captain, what were your feelings towards captain? So I said that my feelings were of team spirit and partnership towards the captain. Then the next question was, weren't you jealous of him that you could have become that and you did not? So I said, sir, it was a fair election process. He was clearly ahead of me in votes, and I graciously accepted the result of that election, and I worked hard throughout the year in the role which I had been assigned. So similarly, there were many unexpected questions in my interview, which I was able to tackle, and thankfully, I found my name in the final list. So, what you students or my juniors can take away from my journey is that, first of all, you have to believe in yourself. Each one of you has potential. Each one of you has strength to fight for your dreams. You have to do as much hard work as you can to achieve what you want to achieve. And secondly, I would say I'm fortunate to stand here as luck and blessings of my family, my grandmother, and my teachers have been with me, along with the hard work that I did. So life has its own course. You have your own destiny. Even if you give your 100% in something, you might not succeed. And it is a big reality, a bitter truth, which is especially true in competitive examinations. There are so many of my friends who are very equally deserving to get selected, but they have not passed. They are studying in a corner of a library right now for the next attempt. And thirdly, I would say that you have to be completely honest with yourself. We are the only person who live with ourselves 24/7. We are ourselves aware what are the efforts we are actually making for our dreams. What are our strengths and weaknesses? And are we actually working on our weaknesses? So there is no need to over glorify what we do, and there is no need to undermine our own efforts. Even just before my interview result, I had a call with my brother and I said there is 33% chance of those who have given interview to be selected, and I could be in the rest 77% too, because there are some shortcomings in my essay and optional papers which I feel, and if my result is on the other side, I will accept that too because I am aware of my weaknesses too. So please build an honest relationship with yourself. So from my first attempt, where I was at the peak of my confidence, to facing multiple failures at various stages, and finally seeing my name in the list, there have been few lines which have stayed with me, and I would like to end my speech with those lines. ना हार में ना जीत में, ना हार में ना जीत में, किंचित नहीं भयभीत में, करता